Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the late edition of The High Ground. I am your host, the Baron of Cloud City himself, Abu Nas. We got a very special event here tonight, as a lot of developments have happened over this weekend. Many of my people on Twitter already know what it was. For my subscribers who haven't been involved in the mess on Twitter, that's just coming in to peep, the show out. Yeah, as the title suggests, it is about, Mr. Rebels, the blind Jedi Kanan, voiced by voice actor Freddie Prinze Jr. He made some he made some bullshit remarks that I guess in hindsight, if I would have left it alone, it would have gave him free reign to just continue to do the disrespectful things that he's been doing towards the fans. And I'm here to talk about that tonight. But before we get into the to the real nitty-gritty, let's just start everything off, from the beginning before I got, into this with him. A good friend of mine on Twitter, I think it was Red Shadow. He dropped the article about what was going on that involved one of my fam, a good dude. After The Last Jedi, they tried to get it on him, and that pretty much started with Pablo Hidalgo, and then Freddie Prinze Jr. followed up and responded to him, complaining about young Solo not looking or sounding like Harrison Ford, and he said he needed a raise. And then the conversation continued, and then Freddie said something else in the tweet, and I'm trying to get to it now. Yeah, he said on April 9th, Saber always remember a whole bunch of average, out-of-shape white guys fantasized for decades about Han giving them the Falcon. Then, wait for it, he gave it to a girl. The horror. Let them cry and moan. Take joy in their misplaced pain and grief. And he did it with a winky emoji. Alright. Now, I already knew what the problem was there, but that was on April 9th. I had no idea he even made that tweet. But I knew that by the time it got to my fam on Twitter after The Last Jedi, it seemed like Freddie Prinze just really takes joy in, someone else's pain and misery and really don't give a fuck about it, And that really tells you a lot about the workers and everybody else that work at Lucasfilm today. The conversation continued on Twitter, and the comment that was made by after The Last Jedi, he told him, yeah, you're so unprofessional. Bring it, you unprofessional hack. You people seem to forget that if it weren't for the fans, you wouldn't have a job. Spot on, my brother. After The Last Jedi, you are the man. You basically told the truth. You getting paid to do all of this, but you're doing this in a way that you're entertaining the public, that if they like it, they're going to continue supporting you. If you're going to keep disrespecting the fans, but yet you're going to put out content to try to appease them, we already know what your feelings are. You don't give a fuck about my feelings, So why am I supporting you? So that's pretty much what he was trying to say. Freddie Prinze Jr., logic and common sense doesn't mesh within his brain cells, Then he's like, bring what? Your opinions don't matter? It sounds mean, but it isn't. It honestly means nothing. They have a business plan. It's working. Peeps like you don't like it. End the story. So bitch and moan and play the wannabe tough guy. It doesn't matter. Really, Fred? Now, that was on the same day, you know? So he's still going on and on. Look, I get it. It's disempowering to hear, but the fact remains the plan existed before fan opinion and hasn't changed much. What plan? You only bought Lucasfilm from George Lucas fucking 2-3 years ago. What plan? 2012. 2012, I believe. 13, 14, 15, 16. All right, 17, 18. All right, so it's almost, 6 years. What plan? There was no plan for Lucasfilm to just do certain shit that doesn't service the fans. But the story was told by the creator of the company himself. So he gets a pass. He made his own story and he told the story to us. And that's episodes 1 through 6. So everything else, he allowed other people to play in the sandbox. The fans. The people that supported Lucasfilm from the beginning. But retard Freddie Prinze Jr., nah, he thought everything was all business. It's all about making money. And if it's made money and it's made hundreds of millions of dollars, that's what he's saying in his tweet, then, they're proven right. But I get where you're coming from. It sucks to hear. No, you don't. Otherwise, you wouldn't have said that dumb shit to after The Last Jedi. You couldn't understand where he was coming from. No, you just wanted to be a little dick about it because he didn't like the way you came off. Being professional means that you just have to pick and choose your words because these are paying consumers. We're all paying consumers. We may like your work, but we're still paying consumers. So, not to just bait the fans like his boy Ryan Johnson like doing, but understand and just use a measure of restraint, like a professional actor and a professional in Hollywood is supposed to do. Nah, that makes no never nine to that pussy. Nah, he gonna say what he's saying, Oh, it's strong business model. They won't ever cater to the hardcore. Hardcore is minority. Really? Like you did an accurate assessment. You did an accurate count behind that. Like you knew exactly how many people were hardcore fans and how many people were casual fans. How many people were fucking Raylo shippers? How many people were just going by what the flavor of the month is? Like Freddie, you actually did that count. You don't even fucking know. Why are you even opening up your fucking mouth? Nah. All right, no problem. But as it stands, like I said, by the time it get to me and my girl, the one and only Stephanie Janisek, she was already getting in his ass behind, how heartless, he was going after, one of our fam, after The Last Jedi. She was actually getting on it like, how are you going to make a generalization statement about, overweight? The people that don't like The Last Jedi have to be white and overweight. Then she tagged me in that tweet and was just asking me the question. And now I'm when my girl calls me, I'm Johnny on the spot. Stephanie knows I got her back from the jump. And I said, yeah, that's a very bold and very generalized statement that you can make saying everybody that hates The Last Jedi has to be white and overweight. And our words don't mean nothing. So I said, okay. I said what I said. I made mention, well, I'm not white and overweight, and I pretty much, sent the picture. I sent the picture letting them know that I'm not white, and I was shirtless in my video. I'm in pretty decent shape. Maybe some of y'all have peeped the picture on Twitter. If you don't, I posted it up again so you can see. It wasn't gratuitous or anything like that. I was flexing, I was flexing a little bit. But I worked out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not no 98-pound weakling, but I'm not overweight. That was the point. I'm black and I'm not overweight. And I fucking hate that piece of shit, The Last Jedi. It was trash. But you want to defend Rian Johnson and suck on his nuts and Pablo? Like I said, you a worker at Lucasfilm. Your job was done. You did Rebels for 4 seasons. It was over. So now you just hanging out on Twitter. You are an employee of Lucasfilm. So you got some, even though you are unemployed, but you're hanging around at Lucasfilm hoping that, or they'll pick you up for something else. You know, because basically you was doing jack shit before Lucasfilm came in and picked you up off the ground. You know, and we're gonna do a little time jump on your life there, Mr. Prinze, just to see how fucking mediocre you really are as an actor, as a director and producer. But I'm gonna get to that in a second. But yeah, so I posted it up. Now he replied at first because Stephanie made the tweet already. So he replied to both of us that, and I posted this up on Twitter, you clowns are too sensitive for this shit. Band-Aid for your hurt butt. Wow. Really? Oh, okay. Now, I know he pretty much tried to direct that towards Stephanie, you know, but since he got me into it, and I'm not going to let him, you know, run his mouth reckless over my queen, you know, because you ladies are our queens. We ain't going to let no punk ass D-list has-been going to run his mouth however we want to our queens. They're the resistance. She ain't like that movie. She's a woman. She got many reasons why she ain't like that movie. And you can go on to her video channel. She's laying it down. But Freddie Prinze was really feeling himself. And I said, okay, well, like I said, I responded, but I posted my pic along with it. Then, this is when he gets totally rambunctious. So now, he gets to me, and in his head, he's calling me a dumbass for actually posting the pic. You know, and I was desperate to try to find the tweet, but I don't know if I can get it in time because he might have deleted it. Yeah, like I said, I replied, you know, having a dude like Mr. Prinze call me white and out of shape when I'm neither white nor out of shape. Just because we hate The Last Jedi, it was a poorly written and incoherent film. Okay? But, like I said, now he replied, you're confused. If you hate The Last Jedi, right on. It sucks. If you dig it, right on. It's great. But you're so upset over a movie, you posted a shirtless pic of your dumb ass for the world to see on another adult's timeline. This is what I deal with people. Okay. Now, my thing was, you didn't get why I was trying to post a pic in the first place. That was the response that I made, you know, to you saying that everybody that hate The Last Jedi had to be white and overweight. That's what you said. You said that, Freddie Prinze Jr., you said it. So I responded. Nothing about me being mad or butthurt about the movie. I was responding to your generalization of what a person that don't like the movie is supposed to be. Racial issues aside. You know? So I said what I said. But now you took it and called me a dumbass because I'm not ashamed of my shape. Like I said, I posted the pic. You know? I ain't got to have the six-pack abs. But I got a little bit of a 4. But I still keep myself in shape enough to make sure I stomp your fucking ass if you ever came up in my face. So, either way, like I said, I ain't ashamed. You know? Some people will like my picks, some people might not. But like I said, when I turn off the computer, my life goes on. You know? And so far, I haven't gotten any complaints about the pick, especially for certain ladies. Thank you. I'm humble. Now, Mr. Prinze starts losing it behind that. You know? I said I proved the point. I told him you sound real stupid. And you're not as smart as you think you are. But keep making statements like you don't, because the fans is going to keep breaking your dumb ass down. Every time, Freddie Prinze, you open up your mouth, you setting yourself up for the real fans, that dissect everything that you say. But little fuckboy that you are, you just stay stuck on stupid. Oh, but here we go. Now the Freddie Prinze troll account warriors coming out the woodwork now. Now this dude, he got an account that has no followers and no following. He calls himself Riley Van Horn Guy. Now you know that's a troll account. Fucking retards. He said, dude, you missed the point. It's not about how you look at a pic. It's about you posted the pic, period. I said, dumbass. You missed the point. The reason why I posted it was to respond to him. You didn't even catch all of the tweets. You just happened to jump on because you saw the pic? I'm telling you, it's almost like these guys are wired, or maybe he got some sort of code to tell certain people to make accounts to jump to his defense. It has to be. There's no other way. Because this dude came out of nowhere, like immediately. Okay, well, I had to deal with him in the way that I deal with all trolls. You know, I'm not explaining shit to a troll account. Get the fuck out of here. Now, me and him going back and forth, you know. Now, Freddie really feeling himself. Now he gets somebody else to, he's getting somebody else now to come and fight his battles. And this is a guy that I was trying to get at so bad. Oh, his name is Father of Tears. Father of Tears. Now, he just blocked me. Now, Father of Tears is supposed to be a guy named Michael Tepps. Okay? He's from New York. His Twitter, before he blocked me, he says he's from New York. From the Big Apple. Really? Okay, now he knows that my page is open. It's going in, checking it out. Oh, he's black and he's from Brooklyn. He's from Fort Greene, Brooklyn. But he's a nerd. He's looking at my face now, but he's a nerd. So I'm gonna scream on him. Yeah, you a Fort Greene, Brooklyn nerd. You embarrassing Brooklyn. What? You're embarrassing Brooklyn. You need to stop. Yo, get something to wash my car and this, that, whatever. I'm looking at this like you hiding in front of a cartoon avatar and you popping shit. You popping mad shit. And you talking greasy like you want to take this beyond Twitter. Because you from New York. I said, Mike, it's all good when you want to make jokes and dumb shit like that, but check this out. Come off of that cartoon avatar. Post your face up. Because I'm a nerd, right? I'm a Brooklyn Fort Greene nerd. Now, anybody that lives in New York City, born and raised there, D-Rail, you could probably help me out, brother. And some of our other Twitter fams can too. If you live in New York, if you know any of the 5 boroughs, if you know Brooklyn and all the surrounding neighborhoods, East New York, Bedford-Stuyvesant, Cypress Hill, Clinton Hills, Sheepshead Bay, Coney Island, the Gowanus, Lafayette, But when you come to Fort Greene and the history of that neighborhood, there are 2 things that people will tell you about my neighborhood. You don't fucking go there at night if you ain't from there. You will get yourself paralyzed, robbed, almost fucking killed just out of GP. If you even come there trying to think you running shit, you will be ran right out of my neighborhood butt ass. naked. And we would, my peoples was doing that shit. So again, how is nerds supposed to be living in an environment like that? My love for Star Wars was when I was yay big. But as I was telling a good friend of mine, you know, I had to keep that part of me in the back. Because I had to be out there doing what I'm doing. And if I'm a nerd walking around with my pants all up here and 15 billion, you know, pens and pencils and big overweight glasses and, you know, pimples all over my face, no, I would get beat down, robbed, whatever. I wouldn't be able to come outside and have a life. But fortunately for me, I didn't have that problem. Because when I put things in the background, the other things in the foreground comes out and I handles my business. You know? And like I said, I've been fighting ever since I was yay big. I was making love to women when I was yay big. And everything was good. But when I come back home, I'll get out my Star Wars cards. You know? I revel in, you know, the toys that I had when I was a kid. Had my Obi-Wan Kenobi doll when I was 8 years old. Yeah. So it's always been there. You know? But like I said, I had to live 2 lives. And that's not uncommon. But it is what it is. But Mike, I told you, and I was trying to get at him for a minute. Every time when I'm dropping something, he don't respond. Because I told him, yo, Mike, when you feel brave enough, change your avatar and put your face up there. And let me know exactly where you at in New York City. You already know I'm in Brooklyn. Let's come and see each other. Let's come and see each other and we'll see how big your mouth is. No response. No response. I said, all right, I'm gonna go on his page. I'm gonna go on his YouTube page. He a gamer. I'm scoping out his videos just to see if I can find anything with his face on it. Nothing. But he sounds like a little fucking, maybe 22-year-old a kid. All right. Now I'm writing on his YouTube page. Yo, Mike, what's up? This is Abu Nas. Yeah, I finally found your page, bitch. Yo, what's up with your picture? Yo, you gonna put your picture up there? Cause I would like to see you, man, so we could discuss, you know, your hero worship of your boy Freddie Prinze. Cause obviously, you know, you sucking on his cock real hard. And I'm telling you that's what you're doing. So if you don't like it, and I'm writing this in, you don't like it, yo, let's discuss it in person. He deleted it. All right, I'll go back to Twitter. Now he blocked me. See what I'm saying? It's all well and good when you popping all that shit on Twitter. I mean, you could say the wildest shit. But if you in fucking Seattle, Ireland, fucking Kenya, you can say whatever you want. Because you know I can't get to you. But if you in New York City, you right in my backyard and you talking shit, yo, I'm going to want to come see you. I'm going to want to test you. I'm going to test you out. Put you under pressure real quick. They'll let you know I'm a man of my word. If I'm talking on Twitter and I'm saying the things that I'm saying and I'm saying it on YouTube, y'all best believe exactly what I'm saying is the truth. You don't have to believe it, but if you in New York and you want to test me, come get at me. I'll let you know exactly where I'm at. No, like I said, you know, I know I'm getting up there in age, but I'm not dead yet. And I told him in my tweet, Brooklyn got me, boy. The 5 boroughs, they got me. I got cousins up in Harlem. I got everybody up there. So, no. Stay your ass on Twitter. Run your mouth. Because half the time I dismiss it. Now, back to Freddie Prinze. Now, he's in Los Angeles. Okay? Where he was born. And you know the story of Freddie Prinze, if some of you don't. But I broke down the story in my music wrap-up. Now, Freddie, your father is a comic legend. Okay? Unfortunately, God forbid, I mean, he took his own life. So he took his own life like a couple of months after you was born. You don't know shit about your father. Only by what your mom tell you. Only by what people that worked in the industry told you of him. But I know you was hurt. You wanted to know your daddy. I had the same issue. My pops wasn't around when I was young. Nah, he was too busy running the streets, doing gangster shit. But my pops' legend was long, and they knew exactly how my father got down. So when I stepped on the scene, they knew whose son I was. So the road was paved a little easy for me. I didn't take total advantage of it, but I did in some respects. So with that being said, yeah, in the little time that my father was not in jail or doing what he doing, when he came through, he treated me like a prince. That was how it was back in the 70s. But I'm older than Freddie Prinze Jr. So he can't even, he's not even on my level. But at the same time, I know what you had to do. You had to want to make a name for yourself to live up to your dad's hype. But you went about it wrong. You're doing bullshit teen movies. Then you got the, I Know What You Did Last Summer. Then you met Buffy. That was pretty much your claim to fame, bitch. You fucking Sarah Michelle Gellar. You fucking Buffy the Vampire Slayer. That was your only claim to fame. Nobody really gave a fuck about you. Nobody. You doing all these little movies back and forth. You wasn't no real star. The only starring role that you did, it did moderately well. But again, you had your sights set on that you was going to be big like your pops. If you didn't think like that, you a fucking liar. You a liar. Don't even try to change the subject or whatever. I'm hoping you're watching this video, Freddie. I hope you're watching it. You a fucking liar. You probably turned it on, probably downvoting it, probably trying to get Buffy to downvote it. Your kids downvoting it. But ain't no denying it. But you never could get over the hump. You never could. So you up and down, making TV movies and this, that, and that. Now, by the time, you get to your own sitcom, because that was your big chance. That was your big chance to do something that your dad did, because your dad had his own sitcom, Chico and the Man. And that's a cult classic, And that's going to stand the test of time. You? Fucking D-list dirtbag that you are. You went through the whole season and probably half of that shit wasn't even funny. I don't know whether it was on ABC. They probably just was like, just doing it just out of courtesy. Just let it get to the season and then we just put the kibosh on it, which they did. And that shit was forgotten. I don't even know too many people that probably realized that, wait a minute, Freddie Prinze Jr. had a sitcom? Really? Is it on Netflix? No. Is it on Hulu? Is it on Amazon Prime? Fuck out of here. I ain't got none of your shit. Nowhere. That shit is sitting in the basement collecting dust. Or maybe in your house collecting dust. That shit is not on DVD. It damn sure ain't on VHS. That shit just came and went. So was like your fucked up career. All right, but you said, I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to rise up to the occasion. I'm not going to be a D-list actor all my life. So you joined the WWE. You joined the WWE and you had to create a storyline where I'm going to create something where I want to get involved and then set up the match and this, that, whatever. So he came out there, Randy Orton slapped the shit out of him, broke him down, had him running in the back. Then they plotted out the next script. Okay, that was great. Now I'll plot the storyline that I'll get Randy Orton back on a match and this, that. What the fuck are you doing? You're supposed to be a big star. I mean, you got Buffy in your corner, you banging her out, popping kids out. Come on, can't Buffy help you out and get you a couple of gigs with her? I know if she's smart enough, she's like, no. You work on your career, let me work on mine. Shit, I'm just saying. She's already a TV legend, more or less. You? You had one sitcom that just came and went. It's in it's in the Davy Jones locker. Like Chuck Wendig's book. You're just floating in the sea. Nobody don't give a fuck about you. You can't act, really. You can't. As a matter of fact, my brother Boshek. Yo, shout out to you, Boshek. He gave me something to think about. He showed me a thing on YouTube, and he even said, Boshek said, yo, this guy Anger, the guy is basically, Hollywood can't use him because he's too fake. This is what Hollywood is talking about Freddie Prinze Jr. You fake as shit. And you can't really act. That's why they got you tied up in these made-for-TV movies. You know, little teen movies and shit. You got nominated for Teen Choice Awards. That's not the Oscars. It's not the Golden Globes. It's not the Tonys. It ain't nothing like that. The Emmys, nothing. Your Teen Choice. That's the best you can get. You know? And he said, yeah. He said, his Twitter account, he said he's in Hollywood, but he seemed to have a PR firm covering for him with artificial likes, but only on select posts. He can summon about 200 to 300 likes, most of which seems to be AI, like farm shill accounts. I was like, oh shit. I said, Bo, can I use this for my video? Because that's important. Because all these people that's liking this shit could be pretty much set up by his PR team, which really makes it even worse. Because half of the people ain't even fucking feeling your ass. Now you got this job with Rebels. You know what I'm saying? They made you into a Jedi. Now I know you probably said, well, is there anything in the live action movie for me? Freddie, calm the fuck down. We're giving you a job. Just be happy you got that. Oh, okay. What am I playing? You're gonna be... Geez, so fucking fake. Listen, we're giving you a job, and we're gonna let you play a Jedi. Okay? What's it called? What's it called? Calm the fuck down, Freddie, okay? I know, you haven't been at work for a little while, but it's all good. All right? We're going to take care of you. Now, this thing is going to be called Rebels, and it's headed by Dave Filoni. As a matter of fact, Dave Filoni is coming in here to meet you, all right? Oh, I can't wait to meet. I was very excited. I'm glad that you thought it. Yeah. Just shut your mouth, please. Just don't make it worse than what it is, all right? Dave Filoni comes in. All right, how you doing? My name is Dave Filoni. What the fuck? This wasn't the person I know. The other person that we really trying to get. He took himself out, so he was the only one left that showed an interest in it. Okay, do we have to roll with him? Well, he's the son of Freddie Prinze. You remember him? Freddie who? Comedian. Back in the 70s? And oh, yes. That's his son? Yeah. Shit, doesn't look like him. I know, right? So, you gonna hire him? Yeah, I guess so. Okay. Well, Freddie Prinze, welcome aboard the Rebels. Thank you for, auditioning, and you got the part, and we can't wait to see you in Rebels, okay? All right. I'm getting ready to leave here, so we'll see you on first day. Okay, bye-bye. Yay! I'm in the Rebels. I'm in Star Wars. Now, half of the time, you ain't even talk about fucking Star Wars throughout your whole career. No, because you was too busy trying to get, Teen Choice Awards, having these young girls fantasize about you and this, that, whatever. But after a while, you was just a passing fad, and they went on to something a hell of a lot better than you, But at least you banging, Buffy right now, so you said it wasn't a total waste, So you do Rebels, you get through 4 seasons, Now, I don't watch Rebels. I personally I wasn't feeling it. And part of the reason I wasn't feeling it is because of your fucking ass Kanan. Like I said, I wasn't feeling that character from the jump. I didn't know it was voiced by Freddie Prinze Jr. Now it makes perfect sense. Because your acting fucking sucks. It does. But you on Twitter posting like you big man on campus. But then again, you got your little fans on Rebels because they like the show. So if they like the show, they're going to like some of the characters on the show. They ain't particularly liking you because you're Freddie Prinze Jr. and you're the actor that's acting in the role. No, somebody else could be Kanan and they'll get the same effect from these people. You know what I'm saying? So it's really not you, Freddie Prinze. It really isn't. Just goes to show, why Hollywood don't even want to cast you in anything. You 42 fucking years old. So at this point, your marketability is like, because you'll never be as large as Brad Pitt. You know, you're not going to be no real superstar like Denzel Washington. And you can pretty much forget the fantasy that you'll be as big as Harrison Ford. That's a fantasy you will never realize. So you're forever going to live in your father's shadow, no matter what the fuck you do. It is what it is. But you want to play tough and, you know, use your insults and call me this and that, whatever. And then you say, well, let him say what he said, because that was your last tweet. That was your last tweet to me at 6 what? 6:40? 6:40, you tweeting again. Directing it at me because you wanted to impress your little shill. Because I told him, I said, well, look, he's saying one thing, I'm saying another. We both don't like each other. We're both going to defend our point. And that's it. And I told him, I said, I don't give a fuck. It'll go on forever. Because obviously Freddie Prinze made a tweet saying, oh yeah, you know, for any Last Jedi defenders, you know, I like to stalk and slay. I like to stalk and slay. So you like to stalk Last Jedi, you know, the Last Jedi haters that hate this film and breaking down all the reasons why we hate this, but you like to stalk us and you want to try to slay us by using your little words of insults and everything else to try to belittle us because you're a professional and this is what you're doing. Oh, that's what you like doing. You get off on that. Well, obviously, because you can't do nothing else, you shit at it. So, okay, well, come at me with that, punk. Come at me with that. I stayed on your fucking ass all day. All day. You couldn't help it. It was like almost every other tweet that was slapping up your shills. You looking at it like, damn, Bahira Assad, Abu not, he's hitting. I thought he gave up. Nah, bitch. I'm just like you. I like to stalk and I slay. Holy shit. Soon as you put that tweet out, I cut out the middleman. Because you put down and tracked all your followers. I cut out all the middleman and I tweeted directly at you. And I said, yo, there you go with your little fuckboy shit again. But they ain't gonna matter. I'm good. You know? I'm a jag-off, just like you said. Yeah. But I'm feeling good, man. You ain't putting no fear in my heart. I will stay on your fucking ass forever. Anytime you make a tweet, I will jump on that tweet, call you all types of shit. Tell your fine ass wife to come see me. I'll get on that shit. Give a fuck. You get on a plane, come to New York and see me. Fuck out of here. So yeah. But I left the wife and kid thing alone, you know. I'm like Scarface. Hey man, no wife and kids, man. You know. I ain't getting on that. But yeah. Now all of a sudden, he mutes me. Because now he ain't going to see my tweets. All right. Because it's just pretty much like you blocking me. But light on the block. Whatever. You're a pussy. That's pretty much what it is. You ain't ready to roll with the big dogs? Keep your ass out of the pond. But don't worry, Mr. Prinze. Since you didn't block me, I can still see what you're doing. And I'm going to get in your ass. You may not see it, but your shills will see it. And then I'm going to say all types of good shit about you. And then let your shills tell you that I said it. So I'm baiting you to come and get with me. So I'm hoping you got to this point of the video. You probably didn't, because after I started smacking your ass up, and like I said, once you get to my music wrap up, you